They're very different. You know, I've done a lot of films that were very physical and had a great amount of stunts in it, but the way Sam shoots was a lot more of it in camera and a lot of long, continuous takes without as many cutting points. So that requires a lot more rehearsal time. I think I had 6,000 different moves of choreography I had to learn in this film. And so it was exhausting, but incredibly immersive. And you know, we're in the elements. We shot in the Czech Republic, in Prague, and it was the middle of winter, night shoots, sub-zero temperatures. And it is some of the most challenging stuff I've done, but there's the visceral energy and a feel you have on screen, which is truthful. You're not on a green screen in Hollywood having to fake all of those emotions of exhaustion and the adrenaline and the sweat and so on. It's all happening in camera. So that's what I'd say is very different about the two experiences, and they're both very different characters. This was a lot more, it was a depth and emotional journey I had to go on, which was deeper than anything I think I'd done in Thor, and they're very different in tone as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think due to the success of the first movie with audiences, that was what led to us making a second. And I think a third installment will be predicated upon the success of a second. So, you know, depending on how fans respond to this movie, I think, yeah, you could probably expect a third. What that will be exactly, we're not sure. You know, we got to kind of huddle up creatively with Netflix and Agbo and, you know, amongst ourselves and say, hey, what's the best, or at least most exciting and freshest story for Tyler Rake, you know, going forward from this moment, and then try to bring that to audiences.
The most physically challenging, or the most physical, was probably the prison yard sequence. There's about 300 or 400 extras in that sequence, and just myself, but everyone involved, everything had to be perfect because it was part of the one-er. There was no second, third camera to cut between and hide the mistakes. Everything had to be in line and play perfectly. And if we did 95% of the take was smoothly, and then the last bit fell apart, we had to go back and start again. But it was, again, you know, high risk and challenge, but big reward. On the emotional side of things, probably the interactions that my character has with his ex-wife and confronting his past and confronting the shame, the guilt that he is carrying around due to having left her in a time of need, and dealing with the loss of his son. All of that, you know, you can't help but to draw up a lot of different emotions and conflicting feelings, and you try to manipulate that and exploit it and put it on the screen, and that was, you know, what Sam was there to do, and we had a lot of different versions of how that scene could have played out, which was nice. There was a sort of safety in that, knowing that if we could push it too far, but we had other options. Sometimes you go into a scene, you know, and it's intimidating, but you aim for one particular thing. There's a danger then if it's not right, then you have no other options in the cutting room. And so we have a great collaborative relationship, a lot of trust, where we can continue to explore and take risks and keep it fresh. And then in the post side of, you know, the production, there's just a lot more options.